Welcome to Melanated Television. My name is Vanessa, and I am a thought leader, a lover of black people, a lover of melanated skin, and a lover of our community. Today, I'm coming to you guys briefly to talk about the leadership of our country. I'm just going to get right into it. So, Kamala Harris basically made a statement saying that the United States is not a racist country. And the reason why I think that it's important to talk on that is because she is quote unquote black representation. Black women and black men were so proud to have this woman to represent them in their country when this woman does not even sleep with a black man at night. And I'm sorry, that is a very important factor to make out, because how can you be for people and you don't even love on a black man or produce black babies if you're able to? You know what I'm saying? You chose to be with a Jewish man. And yes, then the Jewish community, they are very economically stable. So from a black woman's standpoint, this is a black woman who slept her way. I'm not going to say that, but yeah, she's done some things to get to where she's at. And I know she's done some things she's not proud of. The fruits of her labor, the fruit that she bears from her tree that she is not bearing anything, honestly. So yes, Kamala Harris said that the United States is not a racist country, and that is very, very, very sad and unresponsible of her to say, when you realize that everything that the African American community is going through is systematic, is a community of oppressed people. So for everyone who voted for Kamala Harris and who's so proud to have her represent them, what has she done for your vote? Let's fast forward. Let's talk about what has this woman done for your vote. This woman is basically saying that she adheres to American policies. She adheres to being politically correct, and she is not going to speak the truth or speak truth to power. Now, in her statement, she did say that white terrorism, domestic terrorism, which is by white supremacists, is definitely something that does affect the country as a whole, which it does, because it does leave a lot of people in fear to go to school, to go to work, to go to the grocery store, to really do things that help them take care of their basic needs or their spiritual, because they shoot up churches too. Now, for her to point that out, that means that she has to actually put some action behind creating a solution for that issue. She said white supremacy, but she says America is not racist. So what is a white supremacist? And what is the whole system that we have been indoctrinated to adhere to? What is that about? It's about white supremacy. It's about racism. It's about this race against that race. At a point in time, blacks were not able to own anything. We're not able to have rights. We were not able to have anything because of who we are and because of the color of our skin. The color of our skin was always scrutinized, and we was always put down for how dark we were, or for the shades that we just come out to be. So for Kamala Harris to say that the United States is not a racist country was, like I said, very irresponsible for who she is supposed to be as a representative for this black community that loved her and voted for her and cried when she was voted into office, when her focus is not you guys. Her focus is LGBT. Her focus is America as a whole. Anybody who is voted into a position in the American government, they cannot focus their attention on one demographic, although they did on the transgenders. In the gay community, they allowed them to vote. They allowed them to get married, and they gave transgenders their own month of recognition, which I don't know why, because they have Pride Month, and that's for all of them. That's what the rainbow is about. The rainbow flag. They also gave the Asian Americans, or the Asians, to stop Asian hate. They really have not done anything to apologize to black community. So for her to basically deny racism in the United States lets you know who your leader is. that lets you know that she will not hold America accountable for anything that they have done that has hindered and degraded and put and set back the community of people that really keeps it thriving, the community of people that fed their babies by their own bosom, the community of people who cooked their dinners, who tended to their farmland, the community of people who created entertainment, who created music, who created everything, who succeeds in everything that we do. She is denying that we are an oppressed people. She is denying that basically saying that this is a fair game and a fair playing field out here in this country. She is telling you she is not for you. She's not going to fight for you. And her mindset is not for Black liberation, but it's for being politically correct and keeping her job, putting money in her pocket. To have an accomplishment to say that I am a colored woman who was able to get in this certain office, and this is an accomplishment for her. I believe her being your vice president is in vain, because at the end of the day, she's heard the cries of us. She's heard the cries of, we need reparations, we need police reform. She's heard all of those cries. And what does she do? What does she sit here and do and say to you guys? She said that racism is not part of America, that we are not a racist country. When her running mate, Joe Biden, said that you are not Black if you don't vote for him. That was pretty racist to me, because how can you tell me who I am because I don't vote for you? That's basically a mental mind game. That's mental. I was going to say something else, but I'm going to keep it PG. That's a mental mind game. Basically telling Black people that you have to identify with this political demographic to define who you are as a Black person. You're not Black if you don't identify as this. And who is this white man to tell you who you are and what defines you? So I am very disappointed, which I'm not, because I already knew that this woman was not for us. I'm sorry. I'm a Black woman and I love Black men. And I know that that's the only way that our community will further itself in progress, is for us to create more Black babies, is to focus on us and to focus on what is Black, and to keep our economics within our community. So I just want everyone to be mindful of that, so you can see that this Kamala Harris lady is not for you, and she is not for your community. She's for probably white people more than she is for Black people, because she goes home every night to white children or Jewish children, children that are not Black. She is helped raising children that are not of her community. This woman is telling you that, like I said, she's not going to hold America accountable for its sins. And look, I tried to warn you guys. Why are we voting? Why are we making this so easy for people to use symbolic gestures? Because our skin complexion is symbolic. It's a symbol. It doesn't mean that just because I'm Black, doesn't mean all skin folk is kinfolk. Okay? So be mindful of that. I just want everybody to really just start thinking, and let's come together. Let's come together and think about our political endeavors, our economic, our spiritual. Let's think about all of that. Let's think about who we have out here representing us and fighting for us. Because it's really disappointing that y'all put y'all's faith in Joe Biden and that you put your faith in Kamala Harris, when she wouldn't even look a Black man in his face and probably find value or even think to marry him and have his babies, you know? So I just want everyone to also have a good evening, a good afternoon, feel blessed, stay blessed. Have your cup filling over with love, with blessings and positivity. Take one negative thought and turn it into a positive, and the rest will follow. God bless. Have a good evening. Thank you for tuning in.